Hi guys, welcome back to another video and thank you so much for tuning in. So I'm kind of whispering because baby's next door, so that's the reason why I've got the door open so I can keep an eye on her. I realized that I really need to film, and you know, I really need to get into the routine of things and film and give you guys some content. So I thought, why not just film quickly. Just before I get into the video guys, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up as usual, give me a thumbs up, and obviously comment below if you've got anything interesting to say. So let's chit chat. I've been meaning to do this chit chat talk and just let it all out, honey, let it all out. And today is actually the perfect day to do it because, you know, my emotions have been all over the place today, and I've just literally been overthinking, like, you know, when your mind is doing a 360 and you're literally just like, all right devil, I get it. And I've just been thinking about, as you can tell by the title, just being a mom and the hard side of things. I feel like I was talking to one of my friends about this, and I feel like it's just one of those things where you dare not really talk about because it would almost kind of seem like you're being ungrateful, or you know, you'd hear that second voice in your head that would be like, do you know how blessed you are, or do you know how many, you know, women struggle to conceive or would want to be in your position? And on the other hand, you're like, well, it's not that I'm ungrateful, it's just the fact that this is how I'm currently feeling. You know, there's a lot about postpartum depression and, you know, what women go through like after giving birth and the hardship of it, and I just feel like it's kind of damped a little bit, like it's not really as spoken of, or it's not really, I don't know if it's taken like that seriously kind of thing. Like, maybe seriously is not the right word, but I hope you kind of get what I'm trying to say. But I just kind of been like thinking and like just been really looking back at the whole 5 months since I've had my daughter. Now it's just 5 months, and I've been reflecting on how the 5 months have been, and like it's actually quite emotional, like it's actually quite intense to think about it. And I don't know, like it's a lonely road. Like, I think that's the main thing that I've been thinking about. Like, it's such a lonely road, and it doesn't matter how many people you have around you, like, you know, it doesn't matter like how like you have family that helps you, and which by the way is amazing. Like, I don't know how women do it without any support or family around. But boy, God will not give you more than you can handle. So God knew like she would need her mom. Okay, ain't no shame about that. It doesn't matter like how many people like you have around. It's like everybody's at different stages in their life, and you realize that everybody has their own life to kind of run with, you know, and everybody has their own lane, and everybody has their own purpose, and time does not stop for you, or people don't really stop for you, you know, like they might divert for you, or they might compromise a little bit for you, but at the end of the day they have their own path to follow, and you might be walking on the same path, but you will get to a junction where they might have to turn left and you have to turn right. And that's what I've been kind of like realizing, and that's where it's been getting like a bit tough, because it's like, damn, like it is actually like a lonely, it's very lonely, like being a parent. I don't know what it will be. I don't really know the intensity or the mass difference of it being, you know, like a single parent and being like, you know, like a proper family. But I just feel like there is still something that brings us, or that kind of makes us similar in a way, like as in whether you're a single mom or whether you're a mom with a partner. Because even if you do have a partner, that partner is not, they just don't go through the same life you go through. Do you know what I mean? Like, they can still be out there living their best life and at the end of the day that baby wants your breast, especially if you're breastfeeding. But even if you're not breastfeeding, that baby wants mummy's comfort, you know, wants mummy kind of thing. I don't know if it's like if you're not breastfeeding, because I can only speak from my experience, and obviously I'm breastfeeding. But yeah, like I've just kind of realized like what a lonely road it is, like what a lonely time it is. And it's so easy to like exclude yourself. Like it's so easy to feel like you literally you're losing your life. Like, and I know that there is a fight to not feel like that there's a fight to kind of still be, you know, to be like a super mom. Do you know what I mean? Like there's this whole protest about being a super mom, you know, like you can still work, you can still be a boss, you can still do whatever you can and be a mom. But I don't know how people do it, because it's like I feel like sometimes, even like now that I'm trying to build my life again, like I'm trying to, like, you know, go out with my friends, like I'm trying to get into my own gist and get into my own routine. I'm going to be joining the gym, but I still feel like that responsibility is on me. Like I still kind of feel like, oh, but like I'm leaving my child, or is it okay for me to leave my child? Like, is it a burden for that person? And it's so silly to say, because it's like if it's your mom or family, like you shouldn't really feel that burden, but at the end of the day it's still your child. Sometimes I'll have days where I'm literally just like stuck in my room, because that's the only way that my baby will sleep, like if she's on my bed or she's in my arms, and I don't want her to wake up. Like I want her to get, you know, her full sleep, so I would just sit there with her, you know, I'll lay there with her. And some days I can't sleep, like even though it's advisable that you should sleep at that time, but it's actually not that easy. Like it's actually not that easy to sleep when your baby's sleeping, because first of all you're thinking, I need to do this and this, and then it's kind of like by the time you actually get up to do it, the baby will either wake up or your mind will just completely like just start shutting down. Yeah, I don't know if it's been like specifically like this week, but like I don't know, like I've just been kind of like feeling like very you know when you're just in your feelings. Like I've just been like in my feelings, people, you know, and I've just been like, I appreciate and I love being a mom, and I just love the bond that me and my daughter are building, and I wouldn't change it for the world. What makes it hard is not losing, not being able to do things like that you used to do. Or it's just like, because even when you get the opportunity to do things, you feel guilty. Like you feel guilty. Like if I go out for like 1, 2, like 3 hours, probably max, like 3 hours is the max I've been out, I feel guilty. Like from the minute I leave my house and get in my car, yo, I'm just like, I'm so sorry baby, like I'm so sorry, I can't believe I'm leaving you. And then one hour will be like, I'll be like, oh my gosh, you're like, is she okay? Do you know what I mean? Like that guilt is just like eating you up inside, because you're thinking, am I being a bad mum for like leaving my child so early on? Like, you know, am I expected to just like be at home and just completely, you know, be with my child? Because it's kind of like if you decide to have a baby, then you decide to basically like lose yourself. Like it's really hard to find that balance, and I don't even know if I'm making sense or I'm just like ranting on. I don't even know if this video is even gonna be any good or helpful, but basically I've just really understood that being a parent or being a mother is a lonely journey. And you know, it doesn't matter people that you've got around, everybody has their own life to live, you know. Like you can't expect people to be there with you 24/7, because it's like sometimes you're free and you want to go out, but everybody else is busy, and it's kind of like, oh, you know. Or if you want to start going out and people don't understand that you're on a schedule or you want a certain time, and then it just kind of like makes everything so awkward. It just makes everything so hard, and then in the end you're just like, you know what, forget it, like just forget it. Like I've just accepted it now. I've accepted it. Like chain me up, okay? Chain me up. Like that's literally how I feel like. And then you just kind of feel like giving up. Like, do you know what, it's cool, innit? It's like, it's all right. It's really not that deep. Like I really don't even need to leave the house. Like it's really not that deep, y'all. Of course, like you need to have you time, but it's just hard to find that balance. And I feel like that's where I am right now. Like I'm just at a crossroad where I'm just like, I've been trying to balance and get myself out there, but I'm just realizing that, do you know what, like it's just not gonna happen. Like it's just not happening, especially when your baby is so attached to you. It's kind of like, all right, I ain't going nowhere. That's it, guys. I hope that you was getting my gist. You know, like doing this right now and speaking to you guys right now is actually making me feel a little bit better, because I've literally been like, yo, I just want to speak to like a grown adult right now, you know. Everybody's so busy or whatever. So yeah, so it's actually quite nice speaking to you guys and letting things off my chest. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and thanks so much for subscribing. And please, if you are new to the channel, subscribe, join the clang, and yes, and follow me on my social media. I am most active on Snapchat. I'm not a Twitter person, and my Instagram, which I'll be putting the my Instagram and Snapchat name underneath in the description box, so please do that. Thanks.